Welcome to the Straight Out of Home Video podcast, part of the Geeky Waffle Network. Today we're talking about Recess, all growed down from 2003. This is another compilation of episodes kind of thing. It came in a 2-pack set with Recess taking the 5th grade, which I, Candace, and Arezou, hey Arezou.
Hello.
Actually, we really liked taking the 5th grade.
Yeah, it was nice and coherent.
Yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. We were surprised by this one, but I don't think pleasantly.
It was a letdown after taking the 5th grade, I think.
So TJ and the gang, they get a extra long recess because they had a hygiene talk. So Mikey has a croquet set. Very British of him.
Mikey's very classy.
Yeah, so very British, I'm just saying this for reasons. And they decide to play in an abandoned playground. But then they get kidnapped by the kindergartners, who are portrayed as
savages? Not our word.
Yeah, this is their word.
I want to make that clear. It's very much their concept, not ours.
Yeah, so before they get kidnapped, or maybe it's during, Gretchen sees a bicycle torn apart. And she's like, I hear they use every part of the bicycle. Just like they would say about Native Americans using every part of the buffalo. Or
yeah.
It was very uncomfortable.
Clear. It's clear the parallel they're drawing.
Yeah, they're knocking you over the head with it. The fact that the kids are playing a British game.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that part.
That's why I kept saying British.
My brainworms were like, yes, Bridgerton. So that's where I went.
No, I was saying they're the colonizers.
Yeah, now I get it.
And they go onto the kindergarten's land. They get kidnapped. Well, TJ gets kidnapped. No, they all get kidnapped. They all get held. Yeah, they all get held hostage. I'm thinking of another Recess thing.
Yeah, there's one of the 3 segments that they talk about. Just TJ gets kidnapped.
Yeah, this through line. So good. Yeah, they look back. They have their flashbacks, which are just really episodes they decided to put in this movie about when they worked with kindergartners in the past. Mm-hmm. Like the time TJ got kidnapped and he becomes one of them.
Yeah, which this whole thing made me very uncomfortable.
It did. Okay, one thing got me was when they're like, we get a nap, and he's like, nap is good. And the kindergarten goes, nap good. And I don't know why, just the way he said that cracked me up for some reason.
It's like surface level funny, and then you think about it, you're like, that's not funny.
No, it's not funny. They have the disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, which I thought was very funny.
I was like, this is a 90s kid show. Well, this is 2003. Arezou, this is 2003.
Yeah, 2003 was not great. We have not come very far.
No.
Yeah, we've not come very far.
Oh my God.
It's less obvious, but it's still there.
Another of the flashbacks is the bigger kids use the kindergartners as race horse. They don't they train them.
They each train a kindergartner to run this race. But they are essentially treating them like commodities because they're all kind of betting on the kids and which one's going to win. And yeah, like dog racing. And there's a nice healthy dose of fat phobia thrown in there too. Because Mikey, right?
Yeah, Mikey, yeah.
Is training a kindergartner who I feel like his name is Tubby, but this is maybe me just showing.
No, I think it's Tubby.
It's Tubby. And he's training this kindergartner named Tubby, who the name should tell you everything. And nobody thinks he's going to win. And it's very like a tortoise and hare kind of thing. I definitely like taking the 5th grade a lot more than this one.
Oh, it was bad. The other one was they get kindergarten pals, which they bond with their kindergartner.
But notice they don't try to meet the kindergartners where they're at. They get the kindergartners into their interests.
Yes.
So they colonize the kindergartners.
Oh my God.
The analogy is there. But nobody's exploring it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I think the new part is when Gus, who is always the new kid, the one that they have to explain everything to, tells everyone when they were in kindergarten, Gus actually went to the school for the day.
Okay. It was for the day.
Yeah, because the next day he's like, oh, I'm moving again.
Right.
That's what happened. Because everyone's like, you didn't go to school with us. I don't remember this kind of thing. And everyone is like very chill. Miss Finster is their teacher. And everyone's scared of Mikey because Randall is making him off like a bully.
Yeah, so Randall's got, that was the funniest part to me, was this like little power grab of Randall's. Like, this is like a multi-level scheme that this little kid's got going on.
That this 5-year-old has planned out.
Listen, I think we've all known a 5-year-old or two who is equally capable of being that psycho.
Or just manipulative. Kids are crazy.
Two things can be true.
So Gus is like a wild kid. He lets people know the truth about Mikey, and then everyone goes wild like him. That's it, really.
It's a very straightforward special.
Yeah. So we get the flashbacks of them as little kids.
That was cute. Like, despite the offensive paint job, that was cute.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that kind of thing where you see like the familiar characters, like younger or older.
They released a gang, and that's it.
Fairly low stakes.
Very low stakes. I just can't. Okay.
I think there's a reason this fell to the end of our list.
Yeah, we were warned about this in the reviews. Okay. So there are no critic scores for this.
I'm shocked.
You were shocked. Okay.
To my core.
There's one review. Again, it's from Commons Media. They say the premise works well and the kids are never under serious threat. 50 people rated this. Arezou, what do you think it got?
Is the percentage?
Yes.
63%.
43%. You're getting the last digit right again.
I don't know how that happened.
So there are only like a handful of reviews. It's like, love the show. So I wish they would make more and still have this show on TV. 3 stars.
That's a very generous score.
Yeah, but they're like, I love this show. 3 stars.
Because they didn't like the frame narrative, I guess.
It would be nice if they made more episodes. 3 stars.
And take what they can. I don't know.
I remember watching Recess as a kid, and it was a silly show. I really would like more episodes. 3.5 stars. Okay.
Are these out of 4 stars or 5 stars?
5 stars. Ryan S. says, a tedious watch. Non-fans won't like this. This is another compilation film, though at least this one has a firmer overall theme, unlike Recess Christmas on Miracle on 3rd Street. It's dumbed down. This feels aimed solely at children, which I'm like, all of Recess is aimed at children, so.
There's kids media that like is for kids.
Yeah.
But then it, gives them something to think about. And then there's stuff that's like, your kids are stupid. Here you go. And I think they're saying it's more the second than the first. That said, I do agree that this has a more consistent through line.
Not quite as much as I feel like Taking 5th Grade.
No, not as much, but
better than the Christmas one.
Well, we didn't see the through line of the Christmas one, but we just watching the episodes in isolation. Like, I am very hard pressed to imagine what the through line would have been.
Yeah, because those were really random because they had like the Thanksgiving thing, and then they had
like Thanksgiving and Christmas I get, but like one of them was like the principal for a day.
Oh yeah,
which doesn't really have anything to do with either. So
yeah, I don't get it. More of a through line than some other of these TV shows turned into movies that we've seen, like the Jane and Tarzan one.
Yeah, that one kind of had a through line.
It was more like, look at the hijinks you and Tarzan had this past year.
Which is still a through line.
You're bad at giving gifts.
It's not a good through line, but it's still a through line.
Yeah, but it's not as good as some other stuff.
Yeah, no, it definitely could have been better, but at least this one was like, it made sense.
This is another short episode because I don't know what to say. This was...
It sure was an episode.
It was
not
something.
Episode. It was definitely a special.
Yeah, and the thing is, I really liked Recess, and I think it holds up except for the kindergartners. We want to know, were you a fan of Recess back in the day? You can find us at thegeekywaffle.com, geeky_waffle on Twitter, The Geeky Waffle everywhere else, including Patreon. Yeah, so find us on those things. And we hope you have a happily ever after until you get kidnapped by a bunch of 5-year-olds. Bye.